What's going on, everybody? Effortless Roller here again. We are flying birds. Again, the birds have been flying for, oh geez, maybe like 15, 20 minutes now. Um, this is my color project birds. Well, I wouldn't say just them, but there's some of my Courtney birds in here too. But yeah, guys. So I went through my video and I noticed that I'm probably confusing a lot of people. Um, I don't really like to use the word stiff, but I do use the word stiff. So I do want to, I guess, define myself um, when I say the word stiff. Um, when I say stiff, guys, I mean birds that don't really have a lot of frequency. Okay? Don't have a lot of frequency, and they fly more than they roll. Okay. um, this cross or this color project, the birds do tend to fly a little bit more than they do rolling, which is fine. It's the first stage of the cross. So I'm not like, I don't know what the other family is made of. I don't know how or what the previous owner did, or the breeder did. And when I talked to him, he said he was losing a lot to hawks, so he stopped flying and he just started putting birds away for color. So me, as a new guy handling this family, it's my job. Okay, it's now the baton is handed to me now, so it's my job to take it to the next level. Maybe he had a really active team in his family at one point when he was able to fly. Who knows? Okay, but now it's in my hands, and it's my job to put that performance back in. And my goal is to fly birds and just enjoy them, to the fullest. And you know like I said, I didn't have much plan going into this. I do want a barless gene that has the potential to roll with the best of them. And it's just not the roll that I'm after. They have to perform right. They have to kit. They have to fly time. Um, you know, I'm not looking for, I'm not saying I won't stock a bird away if it has it, but, most guys tend to get stuck on depth or speed or style. Yes, I'm picky on style, but if I like it, if it's something that I look at it and I say, you know what, if I could have more of that, I keep it very simple. That's all I'm after. Okay? So that's all I do, is I put birds up, and if a bird performs and I say, you know what, it might not be the best, but I don't mind having more of that, I'm putting that bird away, as long as the bird is consistent. Okay, that's the key word that I use, is I look for consistency. And if birds have consistency, I believe you're moving in the right direction. I've seen guys put birds away because that bird could rip a nice deep roll, clean roll, and they'll put that bird away, and they'll put a value on that bird. And it's like, wait a minute, that bird didn't even roll in the kit. What the heck are you doing with that? And I try not to get caught up in that. I try not to get blinded by the performance, even though this is a performance breed. I try not to. I try to focus more on, okay, eventually we talk about competing. Okay, competing is a team effort. Okay, so I look for birds in there and say, okay, if I put that bird in my team, is he gonna play it right? Is he gonna do it right? Is he gonna score with the team? or is he just gonna continue to just act up in that team? So my selection of birds may not be the next guy's selection of bird, but I look at them as a whole. Okay, I look at them as a team when I start flying them like this. I look at them as a whole, and they gotta do it right. You know, right now, do these birds have it? No. I'm gonna be honest. No, there's a lot of individual rolling in here, as you can see. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be blunt. Um, there are times they can come out real hot, and I know the weather is playing a big role. I mean, last night the temperature dropped to what, 3 degrees, and it was windy too. So I'm pretty sure with the wind chill, it'd be a lot colder. So, everything was frosted up this morning, and winter time's not a time to mess with the feed. But you know what? For me, young birds, if they're doing this right here, that's all I want. This is improvement right here. Okay. To me, I don't look for early birds. I believe that birds that actually kit and fly like this will eventually build a better chemistry when they start coming into the roll. Okay. So do I want birds that roll within 2 weeks of flying? No. Have I bred birds that roll within 2 weeks? Yes. Guys, I have a hot family. And I've seen birds come in a roll within like 2 weeks. Do I praise them? No, because I'm not gonna put those birds away. I'm not looking for early birds. I already got a hot family. I don't need to do anything crazy with it anymore. So to me, it doesn't make sense for me to continue that trend. Um, I know which birds I have that will throw early birds, and that's the main thing, is knowing what you put in your breeder loft. And it goes back to, I've had guys tell me, hey, why do you always chase pure families? Why do you chase pure families? Like, why don't you ever bring like a cross bird? And the thing is, it's not that I don't want to bring in a cross bird, but a cross bird is going to carry a lot of different genes with it when it makes it to my loft. Okay, so that way I'd rather bring a family bird in versus, a bird that is a cross, because crosses have a lot of open genes in them. When you do a cross, I've talked about this earlier. When you do a cross, you open up the gene pool. Okay. And when you start breeding crosses to crosses, it's worked, but it's not worked all the time. Well, when it does work, you just kind of have to work with what you got. And, I don't really cross big time because I don't want to do all the work again. I'm a lazy guy. Okay. There are days I just don't want to focus on that. And I don't have the motivation to start my own family. I don't have all that time to do that. And honestly, space is limited. I don't want to fly no more than 6 kits. 6 is already plenty enough for me. In fact, it's really too much for me. So I don't plan to fly like 10, 12 kits, okay? So that's why I don't care about crossing. And if I bring something in, for example, like if I decide to, let's say, bring in some Irish birds, I'm not going to go for Brian's crosses. I know he mentioned that he brought in some Rick Schoening birds into his family. Not a lot, but he's bringing it back to the Irish side. So he's doing a base family off the Irish birds. Now, if I was to bring some of Brian's bird in, I probably wouldn't go for those birds yet. But if I could get like a hen or two off his Irish stuff that's pure, that he hasn't brought any new blood to, I'll probably do it. I'll give it a shot. In fact, I'll even return the bird. Because the main goal is, when you do crosses, you have a reason why you're doing it. And if you don't have a reason for doing it, it's just wasted time and wasted space. Because my goal would be is I'll take that hen and I'll breed it to my best cock, okay? And I will pump her. Pump, pump, pump until I have 2 kits, okay? Or as much as I can within that season. And I probably won't even let her ever sit on any of her babies. Just let her fly. Just let her breathe, and that's it. And I will just do that. Um, yeah, I can. But yeah, guys, like I'll bring in pure stuff. I won't bring any crosses, and I try not to. And because I don't know what these barless are, and I talked to Terry, and he did say he crossed them. I don't know what I'm working with. So, you know, I'm happy to just get the gene of the barless and then work with that towards my side of the family. And if I don't like it, you know what? I could junk the whole program and call it good. Nothing ever happened to my birds. I kept my birds pure still. I'm not switching over. And these birds got a long way to go. Like I said, they're still rolling individually. So for competition, I have no purpose with this family right here putting them in competition yet. I will not put this kid in competition yet. But I will continue to fly them and select the best performers and move those ones forward. But yeah, guys, I gotta get going. My kids are calling me. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. I know sometimes when I talk, I'm contradicting myself a lot. And it's not that I want to, it's just hard to explain things sometimes. So, and of course, recording also takes some of your focus away. So, all right, guys, Effortless Roller, we out. If you have any questions, hit me up. All right.